Welcome back here to the Twin Cities Film Fest red carpet. I'm your host, Blythe Whaley, and alongside me is an awesome filmmaker and her film, No Right Way. This is Chelsea Bowe. Thank you for being here.
I'm super grateful to be here.
Well, exciting here at the Twin Cities Film Fest. What made you want to be a part of our festival?
Well, my husband grew up in Minnesota, so we are really, really excited to come share the film with the Minnesotan audience and all of his family and friends. So I love Minnesota. I love visiting here. So it's just exciting to get all our family and friends together and screen the film here at the Twin Cities Film Festival.
Yeah, and it's the Midwest premiere for
Yes.
this film.
Yes,
so
it
even
is.
more exciting.
Yes, very exciting. And we even have family that flew from Minnesota to come be in the film. So that was they're excited as well.
Yeah, as they should be.
Yes,
as they should
as
be.
they should be.
But Chelsea, you wore a lot of hats on this film. Writer, director, actress, even more
A
we
few.
could name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How challenging was it to be wearing all of these hats during your film?
It was survival of the fittest, for sure. But, it was challenging, but it was a lot of fun. I was obviously supported by an incredible crew. My husband is my producing partner. Couldn't have done it without him. And just an incredible cast and people that I've worked with for years and years and years. So, filmmaking is the most collaborative art form. And even though I was wearing a lot of hats because of budget and it's just something you have to do as an independent filmmaker. It's being supported by everyone else that makes it possible, really. Yeah.
And what was maybe something that you're going to take from this process of wearing all these hats, whether that was writing, directing? Is there something that you're going to bring into the next film that you look to create?
Ooh, great question. What? Fix my hair. Sean says fix my hair.
Well, your husband is helping in so many ways, it
better?
seems.
I have a flyaway. My husband's looking out.
He's got your back, it seems. He had your back on the film. He has your back on the red carpet. I love it.
Am I fixed? Okay. What? Repeat the question?
To be honest, I don't remember any, but I'm glad we got you looking great. But
That's the support I'm talking about.
Yes,
That's the support.
That's exactly what you need, making a film and going through this process.
Yeah.
But
Something I take into the
yes,
next
take
one?
To the next one. I just thought
Oh, yes. Okay. Gosh. I mean, maybe a financier would be helpful. My husband and I, with the support of some investors from family and whatnot, but we self-funded this project. So I think the next one, it would be nice to just have that financial support.
So out there, if you're
Yeah.
listening and you
Yes.
want to be one of those people helping.
Yes. Yes.
But Chelsea, ultimately, when you're going through this process of writing this particular film,
Sure.
I want you to talk a little bit about your film. We haven't really got to that
Yeah.
yet, but let's talk about what it's about so that
Sure.
everyone can kind of get a
Yes.
gist.
So No Right Way is about two sisters. One of them is 13, and they're half sisters. And she gets taken away from her mom by Child Protective Services. Her older sister steps in to kind of help caretake for her. She tries to pave a brighter future for her sister, and in doing so, she kind of messes things up worse. Yeah. So it's a story about supporting someone in the way that they need, not the way you think is right. It's a story about compassion and releasing judgment, and you obviously never know what somebody's going through. You don't know their whole story, so releasing judgment and being more compassionate to the human condition.
We all are humans and
You
definitely
never
go
know.
through challenges.
Yeah.
But ultimately, was there an inspiration behind this film that made you want to write about this particular topic?
Sure, yeah. So the story is loosely inspired by my half-sister and I. So we experienced a version of, some of what happened in the film, and then obviously it's dramatized for the sake of being a movie.
Yes, for all of you out there.
Exactly, and characters are combined, and, it's a movie. But definitely just, I think the heart of the story about being compassionate to one another, and there's no right way, to go about things, and so that, I think that's what was the driving force behind it, and yeah, just a story with heart and to kind of therapy. therapy.
Isn't it true? You think about the art forms that, of course, when you're able to make a film and go through that process, and really, it is like therapy, getting to experience
A very
some of that
expensive
stuff.
form of therapy.
True, yeah, that is a good point. But when you're looking at maybe your future of
Sure.
what you're going to continue to look to do, is there a genre that you want to get into that maybe you haven't done, or something that you want to do more of?
Yeah. So I love comedy. So even though this story has a lot of like dramatic elements, I always find the humor in like dark scenarios. So I think no matter what moving forward is I'm always going to do something with some hint of comedy, no matter what it is, just because I think that's part of my being.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we can all tell that too. Of course, being here with you on the red carpet, even your husband
Yes.
talking to you on the red carpet, making sure you look great. There's always humor in everything.
In
it
everything.
seems.
Yeah. Charlie Chaplin says like life in a close up is a drama, but life, further away is a comedy. And I'm like, yep, that sounds about right. Like the closer you look at it, yeah, it can feel really dramatic, but as soon as you back away from it, you can find the humor in the situation.
And ultimately, when you're going to your next project, are you
Yes.
going to look to also be writing that one, or are you going to look to find opportunities where you want? Do you like writing enough that you would want to write more?
Yeah, I would say that I avoided writing for a really long time because it's hard and it takes a lot of discipline. But the more I do it, the more I realize that I'm actually pretty good at it. And we've tried to hire other people to write for us, and I think ultimately I'm like, it feels better when I'm writing. So I think I will continue to write and work on it. Although I also, I enjoy telling other people's stories as well. But I think probably I will have a hand in writing work moving forward.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it was great. Obviously, seeing your story on the screen and just being able to see how well that story was laid out and put out for everyone, I think you did a great job. So
Thank you.
you should continue writing and also acting and all of the
Thank
hats that
you.
you wore. But ultimately, I just want to say thank you for being here at the Twin Cities Film
Thank
Fest.
you for
on
having
our red
me.
carpet.
Yeah, I'm so grateful to be here and so excited to share the film with the Minnesota community.
Yeah, well, Chelsea Bow, everyone, no right way. Thank you again.
Thank
But you guys, that's just about it here from our Twin Cities Film Fest red carpet. We just have one brief message we'll pop on for, but otherwise, signing off from awesome filmmakers like Chelsea Bow. Thanks, guys.